moving on to a little bit of the adult ball and the
Are you trying to recruit or something?
I was gonna say I was trying to get your attention. I was trying to get your attention if you've got another phone on you, right?
Yeah.
It's QR code up there.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know, last time, like I was at it because we were talking about the adult ball scene, and the only slide I didn't have was for the own team I'm actually on. So I was like, in this case, I just happened to have the Coventry Phoenix. I just happened to have the Coventry Phoenix OTA up, but it's talking about OTAs generally.
Shout out to Coventry Phoenix.
Yeah, shout them out. There's a.
Are they the number one bird team in the country?
Are they the number one bird team in the country?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that bird thing is funny.
Yeah, so OTAs stand for Organized Team Activities, and essentially off-season training for those that don't know. This is our list of off-season training where we've got a couple of rookie days and a couple of organized team activities. But this is a general thing that's done across the adult ball landscape where teams will host rookie days or organized team activities in order to try and wine and dine, woo some of the, movers and shakers across the league, some of the people that like to be courted around the league to try and get them to
be courted.
Some people
the Baffa Barbies are coming out.
There we go. The Baffa Barbies, some people they like the attention. They like to throw you a little bit, I might be with you, and then they just leave it. But this is some of the things the teams do, and it's all part of the virtuous cycle that we have. If you didn't have Baffa Barbies, then it wouldn't make the off season interesting.
Nelson, I love you so much. Honestly, it's so funny, man. Nelson, we've been trying to get you to come down to the Aztecs.
Oh, here we go.
Do you know what I mean? Because we had OTAs yesterday. Obviously, you was at GB. And I think you're going to be the GB captain. You got to be, right?
Well, we'll see in this new cycle. I hope one day I get to be, but we'll see. I've been there for a minute. We'll see if I get chosen.
You've been there longer than a minute, though.
I've been there a while, but maybe I'm not to the mold that they want. And if that's the case, that's fine. Because one thing about me is that,
Nelson, if not you, then who?
Hey, I beg, let's not spoil the brand.
Whoever that they feel better fits the mold in which they want, and whoever that is, I'm more than happy to be supportive of it. Because one thing for me is that,
my vote's for Nelson, bro. I don't have a vote, but my vote's for them.
No, I appreciate that, but we'll see. It's a new cycle, so I imagine there'll be new captains. We'll see who.
You captain for
Tamworth,
for Coventry Phoenix.
Coventry Phoenix. I'm one of the captains.
Okay.
But once again, that changes every season, so it might be someone new next season. Why the side, Junior?
Huh?
Well, I know the side, but this year Junior wasn't a captain, but he was.
What?
Yeah, but
so not only was he not
about
getting
the OTAs,
picks,
about the OTAs,
he wasn't the captain. He didn't show up on no graphics for stats. And he's not a captain.
They did me what's his name? A new man from Phone Shop. They made me what? Captain for the day. Captain for the day.
But OTAs generally. So I have the cover.
I will say about the OTAs though, these rookie days are for anyone interested in coming to them. The rookie days are specifically for rookies that are interested in trying the sport for the first time and not getting absolutely thrown into the deep end, where they're doing things like making contacts with people who have played for years. So it's normally not kitted, but we try to ramp things up with the OTAs because we don't want people coming through thinking that the rookie day is our OTA and someone who's played for a while comes and there's no intensity, there's nothing going on here. So we like to host two different types. The rookie days are a lot more base level, entry level, while the OTAs are a lot more ramped up, kitted.
Wow, this is really becoming a Coventry Phoenix.
No, because you wanted to make it seem like we don't talk about our OT minutes. I just had to let guys know the stuff going on.
Let's be honest though. What was there to talk about?
Before I was talking about had transferred to our team, I was going to ask him around the actual Nottingham Caesars OTAs and that structure. I don't know if you know anything about it or if you.
Yeah, generally we start training.
Them now. Don't worry, it's okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Sorry, I've got a problem.
Nottingham generally starts around January time. So they'll throw a couple OTAs here and there, and then we'll start practice, try and convince people to come down to that. And just normally we'll say players come down first, observe what the team practice is like, and then we'll
this
talk
transfer
to them.
Is fresh, boy. This we.
Oh, do you know what I mean?
He's joined us 4 times.
They'll have a look at the practice. The coach will then talk to them after, say, do you want to come to next practice? You know, here's pads and helmet situation. What's that like? And then, yeah, we'll just.
It sounds like you got a process in place. And what about Bristol? I know Bristol.
Same thing. We had one yesterday. OTA, first OTA yesterday. I'm also saying I don't know what that looks like. So I'm definitely not playing again. There's no way that they can convince me.
We'll come back to this later in the year. Yeah.
Listen, this is what everyone keeps on saying because I haven't done an official retirement post. Everyone's like, yo, I'm just like, bro, like to get up.
Baffa Barbie right here. He knows he ain't in it, but he lets himself be known. You can still try and call me.
He's waiting for the ELF announcement.
Did you not try just that? You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, if you like, here's the thing. If I was to come into a team, I just need a couple reps at nose. Let me just hold the center, make sure they don't go nowhere. They can't run no inside zone. We lock off the A's and the B gaps. I'll help raise the level of the young boys around me. Guys like Robin.
Oh yes, right?
Yes, guys like Elliot Ray.
Okay, wow.
See, I know the guys.
Future teammates.
That's how we know T's a serious guy. The due diligence is happening. He knows the players.
I know their names. You know what I mean? I know where Exeter is, although I just found out this year. But no. So they're doing their OTAs, and so they've started. They've had one. The next one will be in January. They'll have a rookie day as well, and obviously that's all. I think when they do the rookie days, they are connected as well with the Apache as well. So people who are really, really fresh are encouraged to go to the Apache rookie day versus the rookie day for the Aztecs, which is more so okay. You went to uni and you played for the first time. You've played junior football. Played 11-man football before. That's what's considered a rookie at Aztecs level, unless it's just like a super elite athlete, and then it's like, all right, they've got to teach them something. Like, you stop that. Can you just rush the passer? Or you have some kind of aggression? Are you just randomly really good at catching the football really, really high up in the air? You know what I mean? Like, you're fine. Or just a big dude. You're like, can you move this person against his wall? It's like, I love that. And all of a sudden you found an offensive lineman that's you're going to get busy for the next 5 years. So, yeah.
So that's essentially OTAs and what they're like. And all the teams pretty much have them. Well, any serious team has them anyway. So like, we'll see how it goes. And then we'll focus more onto that as the adult season looks to kick off. Now, looking a little bit about the adult season, and it's thanks to our very own T that highlighted this because I wasn't aware, and arguably I definitely should have been, that there's a proposed changes to the adult alignments of the division. So as was highlighted in our first ever ep, essentially, you had the Prem, Div 1, in Adult Ball, you had the Prem, Div 1 and Div 2. But it seems proposed for next year, they're basically going to scrap Div 2, have Div 1 and then have the Prem. And that's what it's looking like it's going to be. And what are people's thoughts around that? Like losing the Div 2 tier?
I personally feel...
Sorry, wait, you played in...
I personally feel it unimpacted, but this is where
that's a good way to put it.
So I know for a fact, in fact, the same people that was pissed off about scrapping the bowl games, and I think there's validity in that based on the numbers, right? Because when you had them on the same day, people who was coming generally stayed for both and all this kind of stuff. So there's validity in the outrage. I think there's going to be people who are like, I already seen something like comments on this where it's like, oh, it's going to be unsafe. And I always think about that. Well, it's
unsafe,
dude.
I can see what I've seen some.
In what sense?
It depends.
Someone is a rookie to the game, and they get hit by somebody who isn't a rookie to the game. That's always what it means when they say unsafe.
Not even just that. For someone who doesn't appreciate that this is actually a serious sport,
it's a contact.
No, but so there's been a game where
not even contact,
collision sport.
There's been a game where someone completely away from the ball has attacked someone and broken a leg, like off the ball, just because they thought they can do whatever in a sport that they don't know the rules, they've never played before.
So you're saying that you people are the ones who are unsafe?
Huh?
People who have played are the ones who are unsafe.
No, I'm saying that if you've got players coming into a team who their main priority isn't to win this football game and they're just on the field to sort of bash into people and stuff like that, that's unsafe.
Is that what you're saying Division 2 is?
No, I know people who play at that level and don't take it as serious.
I'm just sound like
Why are you drawing me up? just because you said it, what do you say? You feel unimpacted. Just because you don't care about it doesn't mean I don't care about the safety for players.
Wasn't there last year a bunch of issues with some Div 2 teams not being able to field a team and forfeiting games?
I heard they don't have enough
technically,
referees.
this should get rid of that issue, right?
Have
they scrapped any teams?
Some teams must have left, but I'm assuming that the P. I'm assuming the P is promoted. So essentially, those Ps are all teams that were in Div 2 and are now Div 1.
Apart from Merseyside Nighthawks, they got promoted as well.
They got promoted as well. I don't know why there's another P, but but I also know that they've had a challenge as well in trying to cover all the games that happen on weekends in terms of referee allocation. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, if there's a reduction of teams, that will help with that as well.
They're not just doing this on a whim. It will be issues like that. There'll be a bunch of factors like
people
that.
have spoken about feeling that Div 2 should have been scrapped, like people that aren't in Div 2, like for years. They've always felt that that's like your Sunday league equivalent. Like people just don't really care. And fair enough if you want that, that's possible. But
I mean, to an extent,
this is the kind of bit that I was getting at. Like Sunday, if it's a Sunday league vibe,
I don't really care either.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I think it's interesting. There was an issue, like in terms of just operationally how they're trying to sustain the entire league. There was an issue in terms of, even though some people are passionate about Div 2, that around teams forfeiting at a rate of knots, and like hopefully in terms of making it Div 1, making it only 2 divisions. One, you will elevate the standard and elevate the expectations of people in that standard. And if people don't want to do that and they don't want to be in it, eventually you'll just end up cutting the faff. Like they'll either just drop out and be like, "Oh, we don't want to do this no more." Like look how big look how big these Div 1s are. They're massive. They're massive. If everyone is like, "Oh, they're Div 1 now," just people that are bare serious. Even if you were to cut half these teams, you'll still have a very sustainable Div 1.
Yeah.
You'd still have a very sustainable Div 1. If I'm not saying that you should, and I'm not saying it will happen.
Nelson for Baffin president one day.
Finished. No,
Nelson
not
for
at all.
Baffin president.
Not at all.